Excuse me, you know, passport?
195.
105. Okay, thank you.
Shit. I had me a bagel this morning. I said, fuck that. Had me a bagel. And today I'm not working out today. I'll work out tomorrow. Take a day off a little bit to rest up. It's always better to rest. It's not really good to work out every single day, man. 7 days a week, no, you gotta take days off. I say every other day is best, because then you give your body a chance to rest, and then you go back. You give your hold on, can't even talk right now. You give your body a chance to rest, and then you go back. You know what I'm saying? Give your body a chance to rest, and then you go back. It's better that way. What's up with it? Haha, Joey Finglish, what's up with it? Eat that bagel from the back. Eat it from the back. Eat it from the back. Yeah. So I'm gonna go fly my sign and turn my numbers in. It's a daily basis. On a daily from the basis. Eat it from the back. I remember when you first came into the chat room, Joey Finglish. I was like, who's this guy coming here talking about eating it from the back? I thought it was hella funny, boy. He's like, Little Seven? You gonna eat Little Seven from the back? But, you know, we can't eat it from the back now, man, because we on this motherfucking mission to get this money. But let me tell you something. You know, these dating apps have fucked up the game for like a lot of average men, bro. It was kind of over when they dropped Tinder. Because before then, you know, I was able to get laid a lot easier and shit. You know, and then after 2012, for some reason, after Tinder was released, that's when the problem started. With the average man, period, bro. Like, let's say you got average looks or whatever, you know, average height, you're gonna struggle because most of the women on the dating apps want men who are around 6 foot, right? And then you got a few women on there that be okay with the 5'9", 5'10", but it's not that many. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
You're gonna get the bottom of the barrel women that want the 5'9", 5'10" guys.
Wait.
You know, you 6 foot, you doing good. You're doing good on dating apps. If you're over 6 foot, you're doing good on dating apps. You know, you average looking, average height, average everything, you're gonna struggle on the dating apps. You know what I'm saying? So the dating apps ain't gonna be, them dating apps ain't gonna be your playground, man. If you're under 6 feet tall, then it becomes more about what your face looks like. It becomes more about your face. That's why I say a guy that's under 6 feet tall can't afford to be fat right now, man. You gotta be in shape, man. If it works for you, it works for you, man. You know? So the dating apps ruined the game in 2012, man. I remember clear as day, man. 2012, I was struggling for some reason. And all that was available were fat women, man. There was some young fat chick at the mall that was digging me when I was working there. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't take her up on her offer. I guess I should have, because I didn't get nothing. At least you got a fat chick or something, you know, to have sex with. Something's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that's it, man. You know. You know, pimping these hoes all day, every day. And like I said, man, it really ruined a lot of like dudes out here. I'm not the only one who has been struggling. I got a homeboy named Berto that's out here. He around 5'10". You know, I guess he's considered like maybe a little bit below average looking. maybe like a 4 in looks. And he telling me he haven't had a girlfriend in years also. So I'm not the only one out here that's struggling, bro. There was this guy, you know, there was this guy that his girlfriend went to rehab. Okay, I know this guy, man. Guy's like 5'10", maybe average looker at best, right? His girlfriend went to rehab for months, and dating for him was so bad that he waited for her to get out of rehab. He didn't get a new girlfriend, even though we kept telling him, like, bro, when she comes out of rehab, she ain't gonna be the same. You might as well get a new girlfriend. Nope. No, he couldn't. He can't. He's not the type of guy that can go out there and find a brand new girlfriend just like that. Not with the beer belly he got. You know what I'm saying? So he stayed single and waited for his girlfriend to get out, bro. That's how bad it was. A lot of cats, they would wait until, a lot of cats would got a brand new girlfriend, I mean. You know, some cats would have had said, fuck it, she in rehab, I got a brand new girlfriend. Nope. He stayed single while she was in rehab. And he can't just, the dating market is so bad that he can't just go out there and find a brand new girlfriend just like that. And he's still with her to this day. They still hanging out together, man, because he can't find another girl, man. I think I'm gonna have my pizza fix this week. Yeah. Did I have a pizza this week? I think I did. Or was it on the weekend? Did I have my pizza fix? I can't remember. But I'm gonna have a pizza right now. So he waited until she got out. Couldn't find a girlfriend like right away like that. Went back to her. Couldn't find nothing. I remember when I came back from LA, when I got back with my girlfriend and I got tired of her, right? If I had the chance, if the dating market or the dating apps didn't exist, I would have found a brand new girlfriend the moment I broke up with my girlfriend, or I would have found a brand new girlfriend while I was in a relationship with her, and I would have dumped her to the side. You feel what I'm saying? But I couldn't, man. So I stuck with my ex-girlfriend because that's all I had. When I came back from LA, I went back to her, man, because I couldn't find a brand new girlfriend. I was getting ghosted a lot more. Cause me and my girlfriend, remember, we met before Tinder and Bumble came out. We met back in 2006 when social media was just taking off. And before social media, I used to be able to get girlfriends very easily. In fact, it was easier to find sex. It was easier to approach women and get phone numbers. It's not like that no more, bro. Nowadays, you gotta be in that top 20% of men that they checking for. Either a guy with some money, or a guy that's 6 foot, over 6 foot. He's part of the 20% of men that they want. You know what I'm saying? Did I get my pizza fixed this week? I don't remember. I think I did. Well, I guess I'll get some more pizza, man. Fuck it. It'll be my second pizza fix of the week or something. I think I got it at the beginning of the week. I try to get my pizza fix like once a week or something. But I'll just wait until next week to have another fix. So like I said, if you average everything, you're going to struggle. Because women are out there looking for the best top dudes, bro. They picky as hell nowadays. Back in the day, women wasn't all that picky, man, before these dating apps came out. But it has gotten pickier out here, and they have become more picky and choosy, and they only procreating with the best dudes that they can find. So if you average, you're gonna struggle. That's why I say the bag is the only answer, man, for a lot of cats. Then it puts you in the top 20% of dudes once you get the bag. Feel what I'm saying? My pizza fix. What's up, man? Oh yeah, it's fresh too. That pizza is fresh. What's up, man? Let me get 2 slices of pizza, man. That's a, huh? 2. 3? Oh no, it's okay. This, two is good for right now. Two. Yeah, I already had something else before this.
Yeah. So, you ordered one box or different boxes?
Give me a different box because it's hot. It's very hot.
Your cheese and peppers.
Yes. Thank you, man.
Long-lasting energy and 300 milligrams of caffeine that hits.
Thank you.
Head to the fridge and grab 3 C4 Ultimate Energy drinks for just $7. Plus tax, terms and conditions apply.
Thank you, man. Yeah, some women see you as a shadow. Yeah. You are, by the way, if you're under 6 feet tall and you're average looking or whatever, or you older, you know, you pretty much are a shadow. You're invisible. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, man, you know, get that long-term goal and get that bag, because that's the only thing that's gonna help save you, man. You know. Or either than that or go overseas, but even that's getting more saturated out there because dudes, you know, that's an easier way out for a lot of dudes. They're going overseas to these other countries, bringing the cost of living up. The women are starting to become picky and choosy out there too, because the fluctuation of men that's going out there. Like in Thailand, it's still better than the West, but it's slowly transitioning into the West. You know what I'm saying? It's slowly transitioning into the West. Because more and more men are moving out there, man, in Thailand. So, you know, It's getting tougher, man. Overseas too. Because men, you know what men found out? Like, goddamn, I don't want to like self-improve into a millionaire, but I could get my passport and save some money and go overseas. Oh, that pizza is so good. Oh man. It's easier to get your passport and go overseas, man. You know, I done seen dudes, they're talking about, I'm having droughts this, I'm having droughts that. They're struggling to get sex and intimacy in this dating market, and they simply go overseas. Well, yeah, napkin, man. They got the napkins in the back of the store. You know what I'm saying? And for me, man, I've been struggling for years in the dating market. You know, I've been struggling for years. My only way out is the bag. Out of the struggle, you feel what I'm saying? I think about going overseas when I get my bag. Go overseas. So, the moment them dating apps came up, man, that's when all the shit starting, bruh. That's when the problem started. And all we could do is just chase the bag at this point, man, because there's no getting out of that. Like, if you're not working, if you're not working to get into that 20% of men, I swear, bro, you will struggle for the rest of your life. I don't want that to happen. Men who are over 6 foot on the dating apps, they got a safe zone, man. They doing okay. Men who got careers, they doing okay as long as, you know, they're making enough money. Nowadays, your money gotta be on point, or you're gonna struggle, man. If you're working a low-paying job, you're gonna struggle. You know, yeah, simp culture, that's fucking everything up. And they taking that simping overseas too. You know what I'm saying? They taking that simp culture overseas. And now the women out there are becoming more picky and choosy and shit. Like everywhere American people, especially American men go, you know, it fucks up everything. Like all dudes talking about, yeah, come to Thailand if you're tired of the dating scene in America, if you're tired of all the sipping and all the other stuff, come out to Thailand, come out here. Bunch of dudes got their passports and went out there, man, and it changed everything. But you guys are messing up the dating scene up out there, you know, promoting how good it is out there and how women don't discriminate and all the other stuff. You're making dudes who struggle want to get passports and go out there. So it's fucking it up for you. You know what I'm saying? Like Richie Mack, he fucking that shit up for himself, man. That guy Richie Mack, Tribal OG, he fucking that shit up for his own self. He's telling people, come out here. They don't discriminate. They don't hate. You know, come out here. You know. So now, Thailand, this is right here. Thailand is slowly, the date market out there is slowly turning into America. But I said that could never be. Why? Because the laws are different out there. And they don't really like simp out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way Thailand can slowly turn into America if women become more like what they call it, more independent and shit and making their own money. Out there, they don't let women get very far in that culture. They don't put the women first like we do in our country. That's why dating out there will still remain the same, because they depend on your money. As long as you keep the women dependent on the men's money, the men in society will always have the upper hand. But over here, we believe in freedom and shit. You know what I'm saying? For male and female, you know. That's why the passport bro movement got started. Cause motherfuckers got tired of not getting laid on the regular, getting picked over, getting ghosted. They got tired of that. That's how it all started. Remember, before 2012, there was no passport bro movement. It was about getting laid, man. Hell, if you're struggling, look, if you're struggling here in the dating market in America, and you don't want to like self-improve into a millionaire, basically get into the 20% of men, hell, you just buy a passport and go overseas, man, and travel. And then when you go over there, you'll be, you know, in that dating market, you'll be part of the 20% of men, even though you don't have any money, because you got that American passport. You feel what I'm saying? You know, your values in your passport over there in other countries. Out here, your passport don't mean shit. You feel me? Your passport don't mean shit out here. But that's not really, to me, like, that's not really a good way out either. Doing the passport bro thing, nah, man, get the bag. Because how many of you guys got, like, forever income coming in? Like, how many of you passport bros got stability and shit? Most of the passport bro movement, they don't have stability. They got money saved for the trip, yeah. But do you have a retirement check coming in for the rest of your life? Hell, do you have a disability check coming in for the rest of your life? You know, do you got money that's gonna last for a lifetime? You know, that's why you gotta get the bag, man. Don't try to cut corners, man. I think the Passport Bro movement is the way to cut corners. You know, some dudes don't got what it takes to get into the 20% of men. You see how hard it is. You see how long I've been on the grind. I could have got me a passport and started traveling already. It's easier than chasing a jackpot or something. You know. I noticed that, man, like right after 2012, man. But when I went to LA, it was better. I got more dates in LA. But plus it's all about where you at too, you know what I'm saying? Your location. My location is not good for me. A lot of these women out here, they don't like dark skin, man. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Most of them. You get a few out here that like you, but a few. Only a few. And those be the older ones, past their prime. Yeah, that's all available to you, man. Whoever Chad and Tyrone is not fucking, that's what's available to you. Because Chads and Tyrones ain't fucking with no 3s and 4s, man. He not even sleeping with them. Like fat women and stuff. Chad and Tyrone ain't fucking them, man. They can't get. Let's get out of here, man. They can't get Chad and Tyrone, so they come after you. The guy that's under 6 feet tall, you might have a stocky build, you might be muscular, you know, you're working out, you got a 6-pack, they come after you. They feel like they deserve you. Like that one chick over there in Starbucks with that big ass belly she got and that triple chin she got. You know what I'm saying? She felt like she deserved me. But me and her would never be. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see if I forgot something. Make sure I got everything. So yeah, I got everything. It's so hard because a lot more like, you know, women got options. So they're gonna be picky about who they dealing with, and they want the best looking guy they can get. If they can't get Chad and Tyrone, they can get the guys under them, like me. If you get a guy that's a 5 or a 6 in looks, and you a 3 as a woman, that's what they're looking for. The 3s and 4s are looking for the 5s and 6s, bro. They trying to date up in looks all the time. That's what women do, man. But they're fat, but they don't want you to be fat. Like the fat chick I was dating, like at the beginning of the pandemic, bruh, I was all shredded out and roided out. I was taking steroids. I was I was at low percentage body fat, and she was fat as hell. How the fuck is that my face match? Huh? A big muscular motherfucker that's taking steroids, lean stomach because the steroids, it eats away at all of your fat on your body, right? And she accepted a date with me. I don't know. Did she reach out to me? Did I reach out? I think no. I reached out to her. She catfished me, man. Cause on the picture she looked slimmer, but when she came into person, man, it was like a motherfucking. It was like a whale, bro. It was like a whale approaching me, bro. walking on his fins and shit. You know. And me being desperate at the time on the date naps, I went ahead and hit it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I hit it a couple of times. She was the one who had the money. She had money though. She took me to a nice hotel, man, twice, and I ended up hitting it, man, because I'm trying to get something. At the time, I was struggling. So it forced me, the dating apps. The way dating is today, it's like it forces you to date down below yourself. Sub 5 stalker. The woman with the fat triple chin in Starbucks. You know, these women are reaching out to you. Below average looking women that are just straight up just ugly, bro. And the other chick too, man. I mean, one time this black chick, she was trying to hit on me over there by the liquor store, and she used her better looking friend to holler at me and shit. I'm like, if you're gonna use your better looking friend to holler at me, you must be knowing that I'm gonna say no, because she was way below my looks level. She looked like a creature, bro. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, women, the dating apps allow women to be picky because they got a lot of options, man. And when you got a lot of options, you're automatically picky, straight from the jump. When you got a lot of options, you become picky and more pickier. And the same thing with like dudes who are in the 20% of men. They're picky as fuck because they got options. Dudes over 6 foot got options. That's why you see sometimes when a woman have a kid by a 6 footer or one of the guys in the 20%, once they have a kid, they have a hard time getting those 6 footers. Cause them 6 foot guys got options, man. These women pursue the 6 footers with a passion on them date naps. I remember because I was on there and I was under 6 feet tall. I was 5'9". I'm still 5'9". And I was talking to some black chick on there, some sister, right? And she was like, no, you gotta be over 6 feet tall. And I was like, what? Come on, man. I was like, give me a break. She was like, no, gotta be a 6 footer. And I was like, damn, that's what I'm talking about. I got rejected because I was 5'9". The shit is real on them date naps, man. Women, they only dealing with certain men, bro. The runts and the guys who are under 6 feet tall, if you're a good looking dude under 6 feet tall, then you'll have some success. Like me, I consider myself good looking, but I'm not a fucking Tyrone. I'm far from it. You feel what I'm saying? As an older guy, working out, got my body in shape, when sub 5 females look at me, they drool at me. But I don't drool back at them. You feel what I'm saying? I only check for like women who are around my looks level, really. And that's my reality, when I'm on the date naps. But a lot of them, they catfish you too. You gotta watch out. Went out on a date with a female that had some big old titties and a big ass. I think she was a white girl. Me, I don't discriminate when it comes to getting sex, man. I go after black women, white women, Asian, Hispanic women. I don't fucking give a fuck, bro. I'm just trying to get my nuts off. And I've been with black women plenty of times. So motherfucker ain't say, man, he don't like black women. The hell I don't. Shit, or hell I do, or whatever. If she got a fat ass and some nice titties, and she interested, I'm gonna fuck. Especially if your options are dwindling down and you ain't got many options. That's how I was when I was coming up. I was fucking everything up under the sun, man. And then fucking dating app showed up, man. That's what really fucked up everything. I started having less sex. I remember in my 30s, man, 32, 33, I wasn't having as much sex as I was before. Before the dating apps, I was having 2 women, checking for me. I was dating 2 women at a time. One time I had 2 women waiting for me down in the lobby of where I live. 2 women. And how I know that? They both called me and said, I'm downstairs. I was like, oh shit. 2 women at the same time. I didn't know they were going to be down there. I think one, I was expecting one, and the other one came unannounced. Life was good before them dating apps, man. Life was good. And then, once the dating app showed up, it allowed women to be picky and choosy about who they date. Before, they wasn't picking and choosing. Before the dating apps, they'll take you, man. Like, if you was under 6 feet tall, you had a lot more success because you was always approaching in person. What they call it, a cold approach and shit. You was doing a cold approach before the dating apps, and it was okay to do that because there was no dating apps out there, bro. You had to go out to bars and cold approach and warm approach and hot approach or whatever. You had to approach. You know what I'm saying? But the dating apps have gotten women very lazy. So they just swipe left, swipe left, swipe right, swipe left. Okay, set the date up. Okay, good. So now you can't even approach nowadays, man. Unless she's really showing you some action, unless she's smiling at you or something, you can't approach like that no more. It was harder for everybody to get sex. So, because of the dating apps, because the dating apps wasn't there, it was harder for women to get sex, or what am I trying to say? Everybody's walking around horny, goddammit, because there was no way you could reach out on the goddamn internet and set up a date, or set up a sexual date, or hookup culture, or whatever they call it nowadays. You feel what I'm saying? So you can approach and get the number on pen and paper and shit, man. Back in the day, we had pen and paper, bro. And we didn't have no goddamn cell phones, man. We had phones, landline phones. Talk to 3 in the morning and shit. You start talking to her around 11, you keep talking until 3 in the morning, knowing you got school tomorrow. Totally different nowadays, man. Totally different now. The technology just fucked up everything. They might have thought that they was helping out dating, but what they did was they fucked it up for the average man. Whoever invented those dating apps, they probably thought that let's make dating easier. Well, online, you can hook up with somebody online. You could date somebody online. It'll be easier, right? Wrong, motherfuckers. The average man has fucking took a hit. That's why you see a lot of average dudes out here committing crimes and shit. When I went to jail, I saw nothing but average dudes, the average height. around my height. Most of them motherfuckers in jail that I was with, that I was in jail with, they were all average height, bro. My bunkie, same height. He was 5'9". 5'9". Before 5'9" wasn't short. Now it's considered short now. Before it was just average height, and it's still average height. 5'9", 5'10". It's not fucking short. That's average height. A lot of you bitches, you become more picky and choosy because of the goddamn internet. Because of them goddamn date apps, you're becoming more choosy. So now the females, they got a fetish for the guys who are 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2". So they're all checking for these dudes. So what does that do for me who is under 5'9"? It makes dating harder for me now. It didn't make it easier for me. It made it harder for me. So that's why I've been struggling throughout the years. And I guarantee, bro, if I was 6'1", I would have a girlfriend right now. Because I'll be part of the 20% of men. If you over 6 foot, you're part of the 20%. If you a Chad or a Tyrone, you're part of the 20%. You know, but if you 6 foot and you ain't got a Chad or Tyrone face, you know, I can see you struggling there, because then you're struggling with the Chads and Tyrones that got height and face at the same time. You feel me? So yeah, once the date apps became more complex, once the dating apps became more sophisticated, that's when the struggle started for a lot of average dudes. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, Hellcat, man, why you been struggling for the last 8 years? The fucking dating apps and my location, man. Where I'm at. I think if I moved to like Las Vegas, I would do better. I think if I moved to like, if I moved to like, even LA, I was doing better out there on the dating apps. If I moved to Texas, I would do better, because I'll be different. You know, I'm coming from a different part of the country and shit. I know I don't have a Texas accent or nothing like that, or I don't got a New York accent. Like if I moved to New York and I came with the West Coast accent, you feel me? I'll be different and shit. I'll do better. Hell yeah, if I went to like the Bronx or something like that, or Queens, you know, and I'm talking West Coast, the females would love me, man. He got that West Coast accent, ooh. He don't say son, or he don't say you're wildin'. You know what I'm saying? He says hella, you know, like hella good. They don't say that on the West Coast. I mean on the East Coast. They don't say hella on the East Coast. You know, so I'll be considered different. A lot of guys, their area is saturated. So the saturation causes a lot of guys to flee from the saturation in the easiest way possible. I say get the bag, man. Chase riches, man. That way you could be anywhere and get women. I don't think the passport, bro, thing is an option unless you got your money together. You got your stability, and I can see you doing the passport, bro, thing. You feel me? Like if you got like a retirement check or something, and it ain't doing nothing here, so it only makes sense for you to move to the Philippines or move to Africa or move to like Thailand, where they don't discriminate against age so much. Out here in the West, women discriminate against you for any little thing. If you're out there dating as an average dude, you do anything out of the ordinary, or you do something that she don't like, she gonna ghost you because she got so many options. They're hella skittish like that. I remember when I was dating, you know, before the pandemic, And even being that low percentage body fat, you know, I got women's attention. I even got sex a couple of times, but I felt like I had butterfingers. Like I keep saying, like I couldn't keep a woman around, man. It was frustrating. You know, you got that frustrated looking in your face and shit, that big ass knot on your throat, you can barely swallow. You just frustrated, man. You know, yeah. You feel like you got butterfingers. You're like, man, this ain't cool, man. You know, but where I was at, over there, Walnut Creek, it was better for me. A lot more single women over there. When I moved to like San Jose, it was even worse. There's so many men out here, bro. They call it Man Jose, bro. Man Jose, bro. Man ho motherfucking Zay. So you're gonna get lost in the sauce because there's too many men to compete with, and you gotta spend time building wealth so that you don't suffer in the dating market. That you get into the 20% of men. You gotta spend time getting there, man. I'm sorry, guys. It is over for the average man. You can't be average no more, bro. And think about it. The human species is evolving anyway. Look at our cars. Look at technology. Look at how more sophisticated technology is nowadays, bro. That shit is sophisticated like a motherfucker. Back when I was coming up, Apple was a big ass screen, a big ass head. Man, the Apple computer had a big ass head, bro. Now they got laptops. You know, they got smaller heads now. You know, things are becoming more sophisticated. Video games. All kinds of technology is growing, so you gotta grow with the technology. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, it's easy to get lost in the sauce because there's a lot of sauce in that bowl. Yeah, there's so many men in there, man. You're gonna get lost unless you part of the 20% of men. Then you can shine. You know what I'm saying? I said my saying, man, compete with the niggas, man. I don't care what you do. My objective is to get the bag. I ain't gonna be out here struggling in the dating market for the rest of my life. I'm just not gonna do that. You could do that. If short bald guy wanna suffer for the rest of his life, he can go ahead and do that. But I'm not gonna do that. You see, I'm a fighter, man. I'm competing with every single man out here just by turning in my numbers every single day. I get the bag, best believe I'm gonna be in the 20% of men. And I'm gonna wanna stay there by investing my money and staying there. Or I could take that money that I win and go overseas and start a family, because I've been wanting to do that. But I've really been back and forth with it. Stay here, stack wealth, or go overseas and retire early with a family. That's what I've been thinking about. You know, I've been back and forth with it. As you can see, I'm back and forth once I get my bag. But my thing is, don't stay in the situation for the rest of your life, man. If some of you guys talking about you in the same situation than I am. There's one guy saying he been struggling since 2017. Around the time I started struggling. Everybody started feeling the pussy pinch, man. Niggas who are average looking or average height, you start feeling the pussy pinch, bro. Like, God damn, it's hard to keep a woman around here. When women got so many options, they're gonna look for a reason to ghost you, man. I had it happen to me so many times as an average man myself. And I know I'm average because I'm not a Tyrone. If I was a Tyrone, I would have a girlfriend right now, man. You know what I'm saying? But as an average man myself, it has happened to me time and time again, man. All the ghosting and the slippery butterfinger, fucking the slippery butterfinger roll. You can't grab on to nothing, man. That's frustrating, man. When you're getting ghosted, you feel like you got butter. Yeah, your fingers are made of Crisco, bro. You can't grip nothing, man. Can you imagine? Like, you know how frustrating that is, bro? Like, like to be trying to grab something and grip it and you can't grip it and it keeps slipping out of your hands. How frustrated would you be if you had Butterfingers and you just kept trying to grab at something? I need that, man. It kept slipping like a bar of soap. Zoop, zoop, slipping out of your hands. That's how I felt when I was dating. Now, I had sex a couple times with these women, bro, but it was like, man, remember I told you about the female who ghosted me up in that hotel? I was in a fetal position, bro. Hard dick and everything. She left me up in there, man. She just got up and left. She had other options, bro. She had other options, and that wasn't her best option, apparently. So she went after probably the taller guy with a little bit more money, bro. Same thing with Thai girl, bro. With her, and some other motherfucker was orbiting around her when I was dealing with her at the same time. You know, she disappeared on me, ghosted me at New Year's Eve. We were supposed to spend New Year's Eve together, and I was gonna tear that pussy up all night long, and she never showed up, bro. You know, we hooked up like 3 months later, and I was so like into trying to get some sex, man. I didn't care about that she ghosted me. I didn't even ask her where she was or nothing. I just showed up and fucked her again after 3 months, because I think it was like April. That's what I heard from her and shit. And I didn't ask no questions, man. I was just trying to get laid, man. I'm not gonna grill her, bro. You feel me what I'm saying? You know, when you're thirsty and hungry for sex, I ain't gonna grill her. I ain't gonna be like, where you been? You only do that when you got plenty of options. But when women got plenty of options, bro, they're gonna be picky as fuck, bro. That's just human nature. You got a lot of options, you're picky. I heard this one guy was saying, because he was frustrated with the date market here in America too. He was like, man, nothing can be wrong with you, man. If anything is wrong with you, they out the door. That's like, you gotta be nearly perfect nowadays, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why that one female, she got upset when I didn't open the door for her, man. I guess she was used to motherfuckers opening the doors and stuff. And me, at that time, man, I didn't want to open the door for her. I didn't feel like she was special enough for me to open the door for her, bro. The broad is older than me, man. I was 40, she was 46. Now, she had a nice big ass. That's one thing, that's the reason why I went out with her, man. You know, she had a nice big ass. I met her at the gym and shit. But she was picking out the little things and stuff, like, how come you didn't open the door for my car, you know, to let me in? How come you didn't do that? I was like, bitch, I'm not trying to open the door for you. It ain't like you a young bitch. It ain't like you fucking 23 years old and shit. Yeah, nah, we just dating and shit. You open your door your goddamn self and you get in. Shit. Where all that women independence at, man? I'm the younger one. You're like 6 years older than me. This is before the pandemic. No, I was I was like 38 or something. This is back when I was in the enhancements and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So she was 40, 46. I was like 38. Bitch, you supposed to be opening the door for me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You were just a female that wasn't going to be long-term anyway. I wasn't going to be long-term with a single mom. Hell no. We just fucking. That's about it, bitch. You better be glad. You know, you better be glad I'm giving you some of this dick. You know what I'm saying? And did we have sex? No, we didn't. We made out. I took her to Dave & Buster's and shit. We made out at Dave & Buster's. I don't know, man. We got off on the wrong foot. That's why I don't deal with females who are older than me, man. They too bitter and scarred from the past. See, those women, you get those women. You ain't gonna get a woman that's like nowadays like 30 and shit, or she 25. Those are the harder to get. Like a 25-year-old female nowadays for a 45-year-old man, that's gonna be ultra hard, man. Man, you better have a six-pack. You better have your shit together. That's all I gotta say. You know. You know. He been single since 2006. God damn. That's a long time. I've been single since 2017. I ain't found a girlfriend ever since. Like, when I broke up with my girlfriend, I thought I was gonna be able to find a girlfriend like right away. But also I stopped looking for a girlfriend because I spent a couple of years frustrated. Just felt like I had Butterfinger for no apparent reason. You feel what I'm saying? You feel like you got Butterfingers. You know. So anyway, man, I gotta fly my sign. What time is it? Yeah, it's time for me to fly my sign right now. I see y'all on the next one, man. I'm just telling you, like, man, the bag is the only answer. Don't stay in the situation for the rest of your life. If you're struggling in the dating market, don't stay there for the rest of your life. Keep working to get that bag, man. You guys have a good day. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.